I'm going to do a demo of how to cook my ramen, which is in the tonkotsu style, which basically means very porky. It's something that I've had in mind to do for some time, because when you're doing whole pigs, I get the heads, I get the skin, I get the bones. I'll use all the meat, but some of the other things are still good to use, but I haven't been using them. So making the ramen is a way to sort of finish the jigsaw of zero waste. Also, it's making something proper nice, like that's the idea. My one, instead of using some sort of archly specific Japanese ingredients, such as, for example, they would use some smoked dried bonito flakes to add a smokiness and a sort of a umami and all kinds of nice things, admittedly. But I've not got that. I'm not interested in getting this super specific Japanese thing. Instead, I'm doing it sort of using the stuff that I've got already. One of the things that we've got is a crying baby. But never mind, eh? So, we were talking about the ramen philosophically. Basically, I want to use my ingredients to make this Japanese thing without being too much of a slave to doing it the correctly Japanese way. And anyway, if we were to go to Tokyo and find 5 different ramen shops, they would all have a different method. It's all about the individual putting their impression on doing their version of the same dish, right? Mine, it makes sense to use the stuff that I've got, and the stuff that I've got is loads of top quality pork coccyxes, and I've also got some smoked items. So I use nduya in mine instead of the smoked bonito flakes, which is the traditional things to use in Japan. I also put in a bit of smoked bacon trim when I make smoked bacon, and I've got some going. It's that kind of way of using up all the things that are good but might otherwise go to waste. Also, one of the main building blocks of my stock is I make a cotechino sausage, which is a very meaty, rich sausage, high gelatin, high collagen, but it's got things that are good for your joints and your bones and all that. When I cook those sausages, it makes a really nice stock, so it's like a bit of a travesty to throw it down the sink, which is what I sometimes used to do.
That is a disgrace.
So instead, I'm turning that as my base with a little bit of kombu, which is the dried kelp that they use in Japan, and some of my other stock byproducts. They all add up to be a really rich, meaty, deeply flavoured pork stock, right? That's pretty much enough about the philosophy behind it, innit? So the idea is that you're selling these kits, so you're getting some highly gelatinous, very tasty, perfectly seasoned, theoretically, stock. We've got some additions. There's an nduya paste here, which has got some sesame in it as well. And that is going to go into the bowl. And then we're going to pour over the hot stock, put some noodles in, and some other bits and bobs that we've got hanging around. And whatever you like in your ramen, that's what we're going to put in. We're just going to have some soft-boiled egg. I've got some cotechino, which is the one where the skin's fallen off, so I can't sell it. So that's what we eat in our house. And then, so I've got some of that. I'm going to use a bit of that. I've got some celery, so I'll use a little bit of celery leaf. We've got some leftover lamb belly that we didn't properly eat the other day. I might use them as well, the roasted shallots. And then we've got some veg as well. And spring onion is one that I would advise because it's a nice bit of brightness. Anyway, so let's show you actually how to do it instead of talking and talking and talking and talking. Innit? Very porky.